Aloha. Welcome to this meditation. Head into Heartspace. I would love to know who all is here, where you are coming in from, and how are you feeling in this moment? It's so nice to be joining you guys. I am here on the island of Maui in Hawaii, and it's 4 p.m. here, and I am feeling both excited and calm. I'm excited to see some familiar faces and some new faces here. Looks like it's evening for most people, and that is a perfect time to dive into the practice of Head into Heartspace. Wow! From all over the US. Yesterday I was teaching a class on here, and almost everyone was in Europe, and also some people in South Africa and a few people in the Philippines. That was really cool to see where we all come together on this platform from literally across the globe. It's so beautiful. I'm so grateful to get to be here with you right now. Oh, from Taiwan. I used to live in Taiwan. That warms my heart. 3 p.m. in New Zealand, North Carolina, Sydney. Feeling anxious about the election. Yeah, can anyone else relate to that if you're in the US? Feeling a lot of emotions, maybe more than just anxiety. There's a lot that is coming up as this time of uncertainty really keeps us stuck up here in our head. And that's the whole I would say, that's the whole essence of this class, is really to go from head into heart space. And when I say from head to heart space, what I mean by that is to get out of our thinking mind and to come into our feeling heart. Because when we're in our feeling heart, we're truly present and we can be with life as it arises. But when we're in our thinking head, we are caught up in the past, ruminating about the future. We're worrying, we're anxious, we're stressed, we're fearful. And sometimes we can feel those things in the present when we're in an attitude of judgment. So for this mindfulness practice, I invite us all to have an attitude of curiosity, of openness, and just a willingness to be with whatever arises in this experience without making it wrong, without making it a problem, without making it need to change or go away. I appreciate Megan's comment about going to watch UFC with her brother, or he'll roundhouse kick her. But yeah, give him some positivity. Maybe let the meditation and the fight go on simultaneously. Maybe they can somehow balance each other out. All right, Tiffany asked me to turn up the volume. I'll turn it up. Let me know if this is better. I'm excited to see that there are 45 of us here now from all over the world. Great. I'm glad to know it's better. Good for Andrew and Loretta. Great. Thank you, Tiffany. If at any point you need me to turn the volume up more, please just let me know. Awesome. Yeah, it's interesting with the microphone to get it all worked out ahead of time, because what I think I hear and what you hear are never quite the same. So Brittany wants to know, how would I go about living in a monastery? And I could probably have told you a little bit about that. I've lived in 2 monasteries before COVID, but now that COVID has hit, I actually don't know about how one would go about living in a monastery. I'm not sure if they are accepting anyone. That's a great question, and I would love to, if you have more personal questions about the work that I do or more about my experience or journey, I invite you to always send me a direct message. If you click follow from this page, you can stay up to date. I'll just share a little bit about me, and then we're going to dive right into the meditation. So my name is Victoria Angel Hart, and I live here on the island of Maui in Hawaii. And I've been teaching mindfulness meditation for 4 years professionally, and I graduated from UCLA's mindfulness meditation teacher training program. And when I was there, I really started diving deep into what gets me stuck and how it is that I am not living the happiest life, and what is the problem? What's getting in my way from being my happiest self? And one thing that I learned is that I was spending the majority of my time basically like a floating head. I was just up here so much that oftentimes I would forget to eat, or I would overeat and not even be aware of it. Can anyone relate to that? That you're so caught up in your head that sometimes you ignore your body, not intentionally, you just don't even remember until suddenly your belly is growling so loud, or you just can't hold it in anymore. You have to go to the bathroom. Yeah, yeah, it's been a really fascinating journey to experience how to go about getting from the head into the heart space. I have two primary teachers who've really guided me on my journey, and the first one is Thich Nhat Hanh, and the second one is Baba Ram Dass, who is how I ended up here in Maui. And Ram Dass talked a lot about living in the heart space. And for me, when I say the heart space, I'm talking about the emotional center of our being, where our soul resides, where that eternal, timeless nature inside of us can always be found. Sometimes we don't have access to it because we're up here in our heads and we're so caught up. And this practice, going from head into heart space, which is also the name of my business where I do one-on-one coaching and group programs, is intentionally designed to take you on a journey where you get to experience your thinking mind moving out of being so stuck in it and coming down into your natural, open-hearted presence. That's about all I have to say. There's a few reminders from Insight Timer. You can always like and follow my page here to find out more about the upcoming live classes. I teach live every day, 1 to 2 classes. And I also would encourage you to leave a donation if you find this practice to be nourishing for you. This is my life's work, and I greatly appreciate the donations that you give me the ability to keep creating more content for this platform and to keep coming live for you every day. So with that being said, I invite you to put your phone down. I'm going to get a drink, and if you need to get a drink, you can do so with mindfulness, being really aware of the taste of your drink, of your water, as it touches your lips and as it flows all the way down your throat. Something as simple as getting a drink of water can bring so much joy when you pay attention to it. You can notice how cool and refreshing it is as it flows down inside of you. You can even notice how it starts to calm you down a little bit. And after you finish taking a drink, you feel refreshed, you feel nourished, and you feel present because you just experienced what it was like to drink. So, if you haven't practiced getting a drink of water today with presence, I encourage you to do so. If it's not now, if you're not thirsty now, do so later. My precious teacher, Thich Nhat Hanh, would say when he looked into his cup of tea that you can see the whole universe, the whole cosmos there in that cup of tea. You can even see the clouds, the rain, the stars, the sun, everything coming together to make that cup of tea. And the same is true with water. It's the same concept every time we eat. And that is a really tangible practice that gets you out of your head and into your heart. Because when we're in our hearts, we are present. We're really here now with what life is offering us. We're not judging it. We're not caught up in the stories about it. but we're here experiencing it. So that's what I'm going to invite you to do now, is to start experiencing that. And I'm going to invite in a song for us to begin. I'm also, on top of being a mindfulness meditation teacher, my favorite part of my life's work is that I'm also a sacred musician. And I'm in the process of releasing my first album. And I'll have my first single out here on the Insight Timer in a few weeks, which is really exciting. The instrument I'm going to play is an Indian instrument called a shruti box. You can see this is what it looks like, and then you can see the keys on this side. You might never have seen a shruti box before. So I'm going to sing a song. Actually, some of you heard this yesterday, but I'm going to sing it again. I'm going to sing a song that's not from my album. I'll sing from my album in a minute. I want to start us off with a Thich Nhat Hanh song that I love because it really invites in a sense of presence. And this song is a poem. Some of you were with me yesterday in the class where we really dove deep into this poem. Today we'll just scratch the surface. The words of this poem are in, out, deep, slow, calm, ease, smile, release, present moment, wonderful moment. So it's time to drop into our meditation, and we'll do so through this song, through sound. And as we drop in, my invitation for you is to become more and more aware of your body and of your emotions, and a little bit less aware of the churning sea of thoughts in your mind. And we can do that by placing our attention consciously on the breath. And that's what this song, this poem encourages you to do. It's talking about your breath, breathing in and out, deeply and slowly, inviting in calm and ease as you smile and release, and remembering that this present moment is a wonderful moment. In, out, deep, slow, calm, ease, smile, release, present moment, wonderful moment. In, out, deep, slow, calm, ease, smile, release, present moment, wonderful moment. So feeling into your body and noticing where you're laying, where you're sitting, and letting yourself become a little bit heavier and a little bit more weighted as you invite in relaxation, as you give yourself permission to get out of your head and come into your heart space. Focusing on the breath, letting one hand come to your belly. And as I sing, I invite you to let your attention stay there, on your belly, on the hand on your belly, on your breath, as it's being breathed through you. In, out, deep, slow, calm, ease, smile, release, present moment, wonderful moment. So we'll let the song just ring in our ears for another moment. Just noticing now, where are your thoughts? Are you up in your head, or are you a little bit more down in your body? Either one is okay. We're being the observer. We're being the scientists of our life now. We can use music, we can use vibration as a way to change our consciousness. And as you start to get out of your head, you might notice that your thoughts actually increase. They want your attention. And so you can say to yourself softly, thinking, as you recognize that you're thinking. And then you can come back into your body and find an anchor point. I'm going to invite in 3 anchors now that we'll practice together. So our first anchor, where we can often keep our attention focused with effortless ease, is the abdomen, where we just were feeling. So letting your hand come back to your abdomen if it's not there. And we're going to breathe in for a count of 6 together and out for a count of 6. And as we breathe in and out for 6, my invitation is for you to just simply feel the breath rise and feel the breath fall. So we'll take a clearing breath, breathing in, sighing out, letting go. Focusing on the abdomen, breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Continuing on, feeling the breath rise, feeling the breath as it falls. So you're feeling the breath in the abdomen. As you count in and out for 6, you might find a little more ease coming into your body. You might find your breath beginning to deepen. You might find your mind beginning to settle, or you might not, and that's okay too. We're not forcing or pushing ourselves to relax or to shift in any way. We're just giving a gentle invitation, and we're allowing whatever arises in our experience to be there. When thoughts come, noticing, catching the thoughts and saying, thinking, and then letting go. Coming back in to the abdomen, into the breath as it rises and as it falls. We'll sit in silence for just a few more moments in this anchor before we move on to a different anchor. Noticing again when you're caught up in thought and letting yourself come back into the breath without judgment, without thinking that you're doing it wrong. If no one has told you today, you can't meditate wrong. All you can do is try too hard. And please don't try at all. Just allow, just experience, just be with what's already happening. Because that is how we find ease and peace. That is how we access our heart space. So the next anchor we'll explore is the nostrils, and this little piece of skin that I don't know the name of right under the nostrils. This is one of the first practices of mindfulness I ever learned, and I found it to be so soothing to realize that I could actually feel my breath in my body. So my invitation for you is to breathe in through your nostrils and feel the cool air as it flows in. And then breathing out through your nostrils, feel the warm air coming out. So we'll do this for the count of 6 again. And you don't have to focus on like filling up all the way or making sure you get to 6. It's not about using your head and doing it right. It's just about having some guidance so that you can just flow with whatever happens without having to think too hard, with just experiencing it. So let's do it together now. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth just to sigh and get ready. And breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Continuing on, cool breath in, feeling the warm breath flowing out. And then beginning to recognize what's happening in your body. Are there places that earlier you felt tension, that now the tension has shifted or maybe lessened? If it's nighttime for you, perhaps you're noticing you feel a little more sleepy. Noticing if there's more weight, more heaviness, more relaxation. And if there's not, know that that's okay too. Sometimes it takes a while for us to be able to regulate our nervous systems and to soothe ourselves back out of fight or flight. And know that wherever you are on the continuum of the emotions that you feel, that it's perfect to be in this place, in this moment. Because it's changing and it won't last. It's just here to teach you, to show you, to remind you. And then it leaves. That's true for emotions. That's true for thoughts. It's true for body sensations. And it's especially true for the breath. Every breath teaches us impermanence. It comes and it goes. It's unique. It's special. For one moment, this breath is all we have. And when we focus here in this moment, just like Thich Nhat Hanh says, the present moment is a wonderful moment. So letting this be a wonderful moment. And now shifting your awareness. One more anchor, and that's the anchor of the heart. You might still have a hand on your belly. You can put that hand up on your heart, or you can have one hand on the belly and one hand on the heart. Either way. So as we anchor now our awareness into the heart, we're going to focus on first the physical sensation of the chest rising and falling as we count to 6. And after we do that for a few cycles, we're going to go deeper into the feelings that arise as we focus on the heart. You might notice how you're feeling now, what emotions are here now, so that you have a frame of reference to compare in a few minutes. So with your hand on your chest, as you breathe in, notice the rise of your chest. And as you breathe out, notice the fall of your chest. Chest rises as you breathe in. Chest falls as you breathe out. So we'll count to 6 together. Starting with a clearing breath, just breathing in through the nose, and if you'd like, sighing, making a sound as you release out through the mouth. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Noticing the chest as it rises. Noticing the chest as it falls. Going a level deeper from just noticing the physical body breathing to noticing into the heart space. Noticing how your heart feels in this moment. Perhaps if it has shifted in its feeling from a few moments ago. We cannot control the facts of our lives, but we do have control over the thoughts that we think. And from those thoughts come emotions, so we can choose to cultivate elevated emotions consciously rather than reacting from our head. We can respond from our heart space. But we have to be able to feel into our heart space and to remember the truth that lies within us. And that's the truth of your own basic goodness. So I invite you to feel into your heart. If your hand's not there, maybe bring both hands to your heart as you remember that you are good, regardless of what society or your parents or your loved one or school or anything has ever told you in your life. Deep down, underneath all that conditioning, there's a timeless being of love. You are good. You have the same innate, basic goodness inside of you that all of those figures, all of those humans who walked before us that you might look up to also had. The Buddha, Jesus. I could go on, all of the different saints, all of these people who you see in an elevated regard, they share the same goodness as you. We are all here to love and be loved, to give love, to receive love, to embody love. And we often lose sight of our true nature because we get caught up in the mind and in the thoughts as we rehash the past, as we rehearse the future, and as we judge the present. But when we set all of that down and come into the feeling in our heart, we remember the truth of our own basic goodness, the truth that we are unique beings here on purpose. And we get to consciously create our reality. And we can choose in every moment to come back in and return to love. We can choose to feel love. And it's not just love, it's more than that. It's joy, it's bliss, and mostly, I would say, it's gratitude. So I invite you to feel a deep sense of gratitude in your being in this moment. We get out of our heads and into our heart space by elevating our emotions and by letting go of the stories. So feeling right now into your heart and feeling gratitude that's welling up in your heart because it's naturally already there. All you're doing is remembering what's been swept under the rug because of conditioning, because of societal programming, because of belief systems. You can always come back into a state of joy, love, bliss, and gratitude whenever you'd like. And we'll do that now by counting to 6 again. And this time as we count to 6, your goal as you breathe in is to let that sense of joy, bliss, and gratitude and love fill up your heart center. And let it expand out of your chest and let it really radiate out of you. You've seen those people who just radiate joy. They are just reflecting back something that does exist inside of you, and you have an opportunity to practice that now. So as you breathe in, feeling yourself filling up with this gratitude. And then as you breathe out, sending that gratitude out into the world through every cell of your body. Some people like to envision it with a light, like a color, like you're filling up with golden light on the in-breath. And on the out-breath, you're expanding this golden light, and it's pouring out in all directions. Some people like to do this meditation with sound. They like the vibration of Om, Om. So whatever feels good for you, I invite you to just experiment, be curious. How much gratitude can I feel in my body, and can I give out into the world? So let's begin. If your hand's not on your heart, I invite you to let it rest there. Maybe even let both hands rest there. And if that doesn't feel comfortable or safe, letting your hands be wherever they'd like. And we'll begin with a clearing breath together, breathing in and sighing out the mouth. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, in, filling up with gratitude, out, letting it flow through each cell. Breathing in, letting gratitude fill you up, out, sending it to each cell of your body and beyond. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Continuing on for a moment, letting yourself be filled up with gratitude as you breathe in, and letting it flow through each cell of your body and out into the world as you breathe out. You might notice that a smile has come to your lips. Let it be there if it's there. Maybe even smiling a little bit more. So as you rest in this place, that is your true nature, the essence of who you are, the place of love and gratitude, of joy and bliss that exists beyond all constructs of the mind, that is always here in your heart. I invite you to open to receive this song. The song is called May I Be Open. It will be out here on the Insight Timer in a few weeks. And it's a mantra to repeat anytime your heart begins to close, anytime you're getting caught in your head. So there are 3 verses, and the first verse is, may I be open, may I be free, may I release, may I be at peace. So I'll sing that a few times, and if you'd like, you can sing along. Singing along or just taking it in, remembering it. May I be open. May I be free. May I May I be at peace. And feeling into these words. And if you'd like, you can begin to awaken your body, or if you want to just stay resting, you can invite in even more relaxation. One of the most beautiful gifts I offer on the Insight Timer is 35 different sleep meditations, all different lengths, all different types of practices. And recently I've started collaborating with Entheo, E-N-T-H-E-O, who's an amazing ambient artist. You can find him on Spotify, but he's also here on the Insight Timer. And so I have a lot of new meditations that have come out with his music in the background that are so soothing for sleep. And if you enjoy this practice, you'll probably enjoy those. So I just want to let you know that those are available. And if you follow me, you can stay updated. I usually release between 3 and 4 meditations every day. So there's lots of new content that's always coming. And I'm here live on the Insight Timer at least once a day, some days twice a day. Tomorrow I'll be live at 10:30 a.m. Hawaii time, which is 1:30 on the West Coast and 4:30 on the East Coast of America. I don't know what time it is where you are, but I'm sure you can figure it out. So if you'd like to join me again, I would love to have you. And if you've been moved by this practice, I encourage you to do 2 things. First, please leave a donation. This is my life's work, and I appreciate all the donations I receive as they enable me to continue creating more music and more content for the Insight Timer. And I also encourage you to write a comment here and let us know how this practice has been for you. If you've picked up your phone again, if you're back in your body and your mind a little bit more, share how the practice of going from head into heart space has been. I'm going to keep singing for a few more minutes because there's still 2 verses left in this beautiful mantra. So the next verse, if you want to follow along, may I be open, may I be free, may I believe that I'm whole and complete. May I be free. May I believe that I'm whole and complete. May I be open. May I be free. May I believe. May I be at peace. May I believe that I'm whole and complete. May I be open. May I be free. May I believe that I'm whole and complete. I wrote this song when I was feeling like I couldn't open my heart, and I was feeling so stuck and I didn't feel free. And I wanted to remind myself that it was possible. And I wanted to invite myself to come back to that place of openness and of freedom, and to remembering and believing that I'm already whole, perfect, and complete. And so I invite you to let these words really sink in. They're a prayer. And if you're moved by this, I encourage you to follow me so you can find out when this track comes out on the Insight Timer in a few weeks. And leave a donation so I can continue the production of my album. It'd be so greatly appreciated. And leave a comment letting me know how this practice has impacted you. How do you feel as you've shifted from your head into your heart space? The last line, the last stanza of the song, May I Be Open, says, May I be open, may I be free, may I receive, may I be at ease. So that's my encouragement for you today with this practice heading into Heartspace, is to receive and to be at ease. Thank you all so much for your sweet comments. Thank you for the donations. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for all these little loves I see as I'm singing. It just warms my heart to watch all the little hearts fly in. May I be open. May I be free. May I receive. So if you weren't here when the practice began, just to tell you a little bit more about me, my name is Victoria Angel Hart. I'm a mindfulness meditation teacher trained at UCLA. My business, Head into Heartspace, supports people doing one-on-one mindful life resets and group programs about heading into the heart space. And I'm a teacher here on the Insight Timer Live every day. And I publish about 4 meditations every day as well here on the Insight Timer. So if you follow me, you can stay updated. I have 35 sleep meditations and lots of others to choose from. And tomorrow I'll be live here on the Insight Timer with a practice that I've created and I've taught to students around the world for the last 3 years. It's called Let Go of Pain and Let Love In. And I teach a practice I created called Real Pain Relief. I'm a teacher on an app that focuses on prehab and rehab after surgery. And I use this technique to help people when they are struggling with chronic pain, because I once struggled with chronic pain and it had really devastating impact on my life until I used mindfulness as a way to heal, and I'm now free of chronic pain. So if that resonates with you, I encourage you to tune in tomorrow. It's 10:30 Hawaii, which is 1 on the West Coast and 1:30 on the West Coast, 4:30 on the East Coast. And I have several classes coming up in the next week. You can follow me to find out more. I look forward to meditating with you again. And if you have any questions about this practice, if there was anything that confused you or you need some support, I'm so willing to be here for you. You can send me a message once you follow me on the Insight Timer, and I would be happy to get back to you and offer you support in any way I can. Thank you for your loves, thank you for your donations, for your sweet comments, and mostly for your presence. Wow, what an honor to get to be here with 266 of you from all over the world. I would love to finish by singing the whole song all the way through. We'll repeat each stanza 2 times. But instead of saying may I be open, we'll sing may we. As a collective prayer, may we all be open and may we all be free. I'm just going to get a drink and then we'll sing it all together. Together one more time. May I be open, may I be free, may I release, may I be at peace. Oh, I said I. We. Oh, do it all together. May stanza. May we be open, may we be free, may we believe that we are whole and complete. May we be open, may we be free. finish our practice together with the last stanza. May we be open. May we be free. May we receive. May we be at ease. May we be open. May we be free. May we receive. May we be at ease. One more time. May we be open. May we be free. May we receive. May we be at ease. Thank you all so much for joining in this practice of head into heart space. I hope that you take this practice with you and incorporate it into your day. I look forward to meditating with you more here live on the Insight Timer. And I want to just say thank you for your follows, for your donations, for your hearts, and for your comments. I saw a question earlier about what instrument I'm playing, and I'll just hold it up because you can't see it. This is a Shruti box. It's an Indian instrument. You can see the back of it here where the sound comes out. And I will be releasing that as my first single here on the Insight Timer in a few weeks, and your donations help make that possible. So thank you so much for your generosity. Thank you for your love for yourself. Thank you for the gratitude you have for yourself that you've given out into the world. We have collectively amplified the unified field so much in the last hour. What a gift it is to get to share this time and space with all of you. If you need any support from me regarding this practice, feel free to send me a message on the Insight Timer, and I look forward to meditating with you again. Aloha.